Singer-songwriters are a really interesting bunch. Jody Mayhew is no different. He's a really interesting and colorful character with some great songs, and he's our special guest tonight on Band Stripped. He'll be playing 3 songs, 2 of which are his own, and one will be a cover by Leonard Cohen. It's Sunday night and it's time for our Band Strip feature. Our special guest tonight is Jody Mayhew, singer-songwriter, formerly of PMB, grew up in Brits. Welcome, Jody.
Thank you very much.
So, this is very interesting. You were born in Pietermaritzburg?
Yes.
Then did you school there?
I went to school there.
Wow.
Yes. Long Market Girls' School in the beginning.
Seriously?
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay, that's a true story. And when did you move to Brits?
Yes, I moved a lot to Brits. We moved between Pietermaritzburg and Brits about 5 times. 6
up
times.
and down?
Up and down, yeah.
What was happening?
Well, my parents, they decided we're going to move. And it wasn't about the job, it was looking for jobs.
Yeah.
So we moved a lot between Brits and Pietermaritzburg. So I don't know if I'm a farmer or Soti anymore.
Those are 2 really interesting places to move, to Pietermaritzburg, to Brits, because I've been to Brits and there's not much happening in Brits.
Depends on what side you go out.
How is it? Where did your songwriting start?
Yes, I started about 16 years old. I was already out of the house when I started.
Mm-hmm.
My parents left for the last time. They decided to move.
Yeah.
So they left me in Brits.
Oh, wow. And where were you staying with there?
A few houses.
Okay.
Yeah, I lived through about 7 houses, staying through houses.
That's really interesting. You know, singer-songwriters are fueled by adversity. And it looks like you dealt with quite a bit in your youth.
I had to start writing. I was at different houses, different environments.
Yeah.
And I had to find a way to cope. And music was one of the ways. I wasn't the best guitarist.
Yeah.
I'm always thankful that I can sing too, because I wouldn't be in the music industry if it was just for my guitaring.
So you obviously taught yourself how to play?
I taught myself how to play, taught myself how to sing, and also write songs, yeah.
Fantastic. Now, I was reading your bio the other day. You had an interesting thing about, an analogy about drawing influences from other artists, something about colors, drawing color from other artists.
Yeah, for sure. I changed my perspectives.
Yeah.
So I try to see from where the person comes from. And also my writing, I'll also go and look at Bon Jovi, listen to all these legends and see where they come from and where are they writing from. So it's colors, bringing colors to a gray world. Yeah. And the more people know about you, the more color it brings to them about who you are. But when they just see you, you're gray.
How did you find writing songs and being able to express yourself? How did that help you cope with your youth?
Singing songs, writing about the emotions that's inside. Nobody really wants to listen to you.
Yeah.
You're young, and everyone thinks you're inexperienced. you don't know what you're talking about.
Writing about very deep subject matter, that type of thing.
Yeah. So writing songs is a way of getting that out and also expressing it, or else it would turn into a hate, could turn into anger. So I'd rather put it into the music and use it as a wise thing to do.
I'm assuming you use your acoustic guitar to do most of your writing?
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you remember the first thing you wrote that sounded good? Or sounded like you thought, I can improve this, I can play this for somebody?
Yes, I do. So I've traveled a lot. So I've been through a lot of places. And one of the places was Bloemfontein, where I went to a place to study. Yeah. It was a Christian dance, drama, and art place.
Yeah.
And we weren't actually supposed to write our own stuff if it's not gospel.
Yeah. So you broke the first rule, and then a song came out.
So I broke the first rule, and I decided I'm gonna write this song, and I just thought, wow, I really like this, and this was called "Take Me Away."
Yeah.
Because everywhere I got, it felt like, yes, just take me away from here. Yeah. Because I never felt I fit in, but at the end, music was the place I fit in.
All right. Now the first song you chose for us for tonight is a track called "Boy at the Train Station."
Yes.
Nice title for a track, very dramatic. I like that. Tell us about the song.
It was a time, I think it was the 3rd time or the 4th time we moved. And this time we were chased away from the place that we lived at.
Yeah.
And it was my grandpa's house.
Yeah.
It was whole family drama, man. It's days of our lives all over. So we didn't have a place to stay, so we sold all our stuff.
Yeah.
And we went to stay on the train station for the evening, waiting for the train to come.
Wow. And the train to take you to where?
To Pietermaritzburg.
I see.
So yeah, we were waiting for it, and it was quite a long evening because it was also Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And no one around us knew about this. It's only us.
You would have obviously written the song in retrospect. You didn't write it at the time. You wrote it years later, right?
Years later. When it happened, I couldn't write. My dream of singing wasn't even there because people told me, you sound like a sheep, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. And I started writing this song when I was about 17 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm 28 today. And not today, I'm not, it's not my
Not
birthday.
exactly today, but...
But I'm 28 this year. I only started playing it at shows about 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, we very privileged to have you in the studio to listen to the track, because I think there's obviously a lot that's gone into how the song shaped itself. And I'm very curious to listen to it. That's Jody Mayhew, singer-songwriter, and his first track on Band Stripped is a track called Boy at the Train Station.
Boy at the train station, not knowing where he's going. His sister is falling asleep, tired and hungry. Mom, do you know where we'll be tomorrow? Dad, do you know if we'll see tomorrow come back around? As the cold wind comes around, hear the sound of our train. It's coming around. As the cold wind comes around, hear the sound of our train. It's coming around. Daddy in the distance, crying on the inside. Mommy says, don't you cry now. You live a great life. And everyone around us knows it's Christmas Eve. We're not supposed to be out on the street. As the cold wind comes around, hear the sound of our train. It's coming around. It's coming around. It's coming around. It's coming for me. As the cold wind comes around, hear the sound of our train. It's coming around. It's coming around for me. I'm all grown up now, with some scars to show of where I've been and how I've made it home. And I'm all grown up now, with some scars to show where I've been sounds around. Hear the sound of our train. It's coming around, it's coming around, it's coming for me. It's coming around. Ooh. It's coming for me.
Jody, thank you. That was a wonderful, wonderful song. We know the story behind it now, and it's highly emotional. I have a question on that. How would you describe your writing style? How would you describe it?
First of all, I can't write when I'm too emotional.
Yeah.
I believe there's two things you don't do when you're emotional, and it's writing songs and playing golf.
Oh, I had another two things, but probably inappropriate for the show.
Okay, no. Yeah, I believe that it's something that comes from the heart.
Yeah.
If I can't write something that comes out of deeper inside of me, then why write it?
Yeah, but singer-songwriters are very interesting people. You know, there's a wide spectrum of emotion that you could describe with them, but some people write a lot of lighter stuff. Like, I listen to a lot of Jason Mraz.
Oh, yeah.
And his stuff is very upbeat and hopeful, and I always think, geez, you know, that's cool. I kind of like that. But at the same time, I like John Mayer, and his stuff is a bit different. And
yes.
Who could you relate more to? Jason Mraz type of writer or John Mayer type of writer?
Well, John Mayer, but in places I will try to force myself to swim in something else.
Yeah.
So I'll try and different the styles, just mix it up a little bit and get something that's catchy too. Because in the day and age of the music industry,
yeah,
that's at the end it's gonna make it.
Which musician has had the single biggest influence on you so far? There must be one, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. No, there's actually a lot, but most of all for me personally, it has to be Bon Jovi, man.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I listen to some of his things that he writes and where he comes from, and it's just wow.
And let me guess. I'll take a guess here. Your favorite Bon Jovi song is it's probably it's not Diamond Ring. It's Bed of Roses.
Yeah, I love Bed of Roses.
I thought so, yeah.
I love Bed of Roses.
Listen, Bon Jovi's a great writer.
For sure. It's as if he takes you to a place where only he can go. He goes. And that's what you want. At the end, if you listen to a song, I know there's space for other things.
Yeah.
Blaze of Glory and all of, you listen to this and it's like, yeah, rock on, let's go.
Speaking of going to places, you spoke about traveling the world. It's the title of your next song, Travel the World. Yes. What's the story behind that?
I've been looking at people traveling and in my life, I've only gone to Namibia.
Oh, you've been to Pietermaritzburg, Brits, and Bloemfontein.
But out of South Africa.
Okay, right, fair enough.
Out of South Africa, travel the world. Yeah. And I believe that other countries, other places see music differently.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting part for me. Like, I played in Namibia this December.
Yeah.
And there were people from Puerto Rico, there were people from all over Germany, and all they wanted to hear was my original stuff.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I think when you're in South Africa, you know, we have this classification of what is SA music, South African music. Yes. But when you're anywhere else in the world, you're just a musician.
Yeah.
And people don't classify you necessarily by your country, but purely by your music.
Yes.
Which I'm sure was very refreshing for you.
Yes, for sure. That was wild because you don't get that.
Yeah.
Here, the closest thing you get to is a jukebox. You become a human jukebox because everyone wants to hear some other cover. So I'm not saying covers are bad, but I'm saying that there's so much talent in South Africa that you're blinding it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to listening to this particular track. Jody Mayhew's second track on Band Stripped is a track called Travel the World, because that's something he wants to do a bit more of, I would imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
This is Jody Mayhew.
Pack your bags, and all we need is you and me, and the highway. We don't need to go too fast, go too slow. Just go where the wind blows. Travel the world, feel the sunrise on our faces. Travel the world, feel the moonlight embrace us. Just breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go, and let it out. Turn up the sound, way up loud. We won't be found, we'll hide on the high ground. Grab your shoes, your dancing shoes. Hold me tight, we're in for the long night. Travel the world, feel the sunrise on our faces. Travel the world, feel the moonlight embrace us. Travel the world, feel the sunrise on our faces. Travel the world, feel the moonlight embrace us. Just breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go, and let it out. And we can go to Vegas, travel to Spain. We can go to Paris and live the dream. Travel the whole world, just you and me. And I've got my whole world and you're with me. We can go to Vegas, travel to Spain. We can go to Paris and live the dream. Travel the whole world, just you and me. I got my whole world and you're with me. Oh, travel the world, feel the sunrise on our faces. Travel the world, feel the moonlight embrace us. Travel the world, feel the sunrise on our faces. Travel the world, feel the moonlight embrace us. Just breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go, let it out, let it out.
Great track, Jody. Lovely energy on that song. It reminds me of Jimmy Eat World. It's got nice energy.
Thank you very much.
When you record this song, it's got to be, I picture electric guitars and all that. It's just great fun. It's a lot of fun. You obviously play a lot of live music.
Yes, I do.
What is your favorite food, pre-gig or post-gig?
Food.
Yeah. There must be like a stock standard chow that you go to. That's your go-to meal. Mine's a pie, by the way.
A pie?
Yeah, like a Cornish.
Yes, man.
It's
I don't
heavy.
know. Pie before singing. That's quite hectic.
I'm hardcore like that.
Well, I'm not far off. I enjoy zinger wings, man.
Zinger wings.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's your go-to meal. That
Zinger
gets you in
wings.
your good place. And
Before that, it was a dunk burger, but I'm doing advertisement for KFC at the moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Which venues have given you the most support so far for your type of music?
Yes, man. Rusty Hook.
Yeah.
Rusty Hook was they're one of the most venues that's given me the opportunity just to perform and get to the place. Like I've got a few gigs lined up there too. I've got an acoustic festival there.
Aren't you supporting Watershed soon?
Yeah. Well, I'm playing for opening for Watershed the 21st.
On the 21st of April at Rusty Hook.
At Rusty Hook, yes.
Wow, well, you heard it right here on SA Music Box. Jody will be opening for the legendary Watershed at Rusty Hook. Your next track is a song by Leonard Cohen.
Yes.
Called Hallelujah. Now, many artists have done this song. Obviously, it has a huge influence on singer-songwriters, I find.
Yes.
Why have you chosen that song today?
I look at all the verses. There's a hell of a lot of verses in this thing.
Yeah.
And it just speaks to me about different perspectives. And it's as if this guy just saw it. He could see from people's perspective and what they were thinking, what they were going through. And it also captivates the emotion out of it. And yeah, it's such a beautiful song just to sing hallelujah after every hectic
verse.
situation. To sing hallelujah, it's like no one does that actually.
Yeah. I know that REM on the greatest hits which they released at the end of their career did a version of this because Michael Stipe was a big fan of Leonard Cohen as well. So you have even some of the best bands in the world giving tribute to this particular song because of its essence and what it represented over the years. I look forward now to listening to your version of this, Jody. This is Jody Mayhew with his version of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, and the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah, and hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew a hallelujah, and hallelujah, and hallelujah, and hallelujah, hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. Oh, I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. Oh, I've seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, and hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah, hallelujah.
Jody, welcome back and thank you for gracing us with your 3 tracks tonight on Band Stripped. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's just a pleasure.
I'm sure you did too. You look
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure. I
really
enjoyed
got into that last Hallelujah. It was strong and long. That's all we have to say about that. Where can people find you?
Well, Facebook and Instagram.
What's your handle?
It's Jody Mayhew Music on Facebook, and it's Jody_M page.
On Instagram?
Yes, I'm not much of a Twitter guy. I struggle with Twitter.
So most of your stuff on Facebook
and Instagram, yeah, that's most of it is there.
For the audience that's out there, if you want to catch Jody live, he's going to be playing with Watershed, supporting Watershed.
Yes.
You've got something else coming up with Arno Carstens as well, don't you?
Yeah. I'm playing for Arno Carstens also in Benoni at Grill. It's a grill place.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it is.
At a grill place. Okay. At a grill place near you.
Yeah, don't go to anyone.
Fantastic. Jody, thank you for being our guest tonight on SA Music Box. You are a shining light, and keep up the songwriting, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. I just have to advertise this.
Yeah.
I was asked. So at Rusty Hook also, the 28th, I'm doing an acoustic. There's a whole bunch of acoustic guys playing there. And yeah, it's going to be cool. So if anyone wants to come, please come. And
Fantastic.
Enjoy
so
it with
21st
us.
and 28th at Rusty
Yes,
Hook.
for sure.
Excellent. Thank you, Jody.
Thank you very much.
And that was Jody Mayhew with his band Stripped. Deep, poignant, very insightful. Singer-songwriters really strive in adversity. He's no different. He's lived a very interesting life. He deserves your support, so please go out and check him out. Catch Jody Mayhew's Band Strip feature on Facebook and on YouTube on the Hot 91.9 page.